If you're struggling with dividing with decimals using the models, don't feel alone. A lot of kids get confused with that. In this video, I want to show you how to model a problem where you have a decimal number, like 1 3/10, divided by another decimal number, so divided by 3/10. Okay, so what you're going to do, the first thing is you're going to model the very first number, which is your dividend, 1 2/10. Okay, in my opinion, I think this is probably the easiest part of it. Okay, you're just going to make sure that your model shows that very first number. So I want to show that this is going to be 1 2/10. And for this example, I'm not going to do my very best coloring. We know this is going to represent one whole. I'm going to color the whole thing, sort of, kind of, in a way. And I need 2/10 of this one. Be a little neater over here. So 1 2/10. So here I have my model of 1 2/10. Now, the way I like to think of these is as stories. Okay, so let's say I have this 1 2/10 bags of sugar. Okay, and I know that I want to make a couple cookie recipes, and each batch of cookies requires me to make 3/10, use 3/10 of a bag of sugar. So the question you're trying to figure out is, okay, well, how many batches of cookies can I make? You know, how many times can I get 3/10 out of 1 2/10? So what I'm going to do next, and I like to use a different color for this when you're first learning how to do it. It kind of helps to use a different color. And I want to show that I have used up 3/10. So I know that one of these long rows right here is 1/10. So I'm going to go across until I have 3 of them. And I'm just going to outline it and say, okay, that's my first batch of cookies. Okay, I used 3/10 of the sugar. Then I'm going to do it again. 1 2 3. And I'm going to circle that. Okay, I used another 3/10. Okay, can I make more cookies? Yep. So 1 2 3. Okay, wow, I've got 3 batches of cookies made, and I still have some left over. So the question is, do I have enough sugar left over to make another batch? Well, I need 3/10. I've got 1 2 3. So I've got my 3/10 right here. Don't get confused just because it goes across into the next model. That's okay. If you were thinking about us using base 10 blocks, I would have just kind of scooted everything together, but I can't scoot on paper, so you just draw a bigger circle around them. So what you're looking for now is, okay, 1 2/10, I did that in the pink. I divided them into groups of 3/10. So the question is, how many groups do I have? Well, I've got 1 2 3 4 groups. The answer is 4. And notice that your answer is a whole number here because I'm looking at how many groups. Okay, so I have 4 whole groups of 3/10.